Okay, we have a call.
We got a call. Antonio Baez with AB Box News. I'm with Dez and Melo. Who's speaking?
This is Shannon again.
The champ.
Oh, there it is.
Champ. Thanks,
Look at him,
brother,
y'all.
for calling in.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Look at him, y'all. Yo, thank you for calling.
Right.
We got the champ. We got the champ.
So, champ, how's everything?
Everything's really good, champ. How you doing, brother? How's everything?
Everything is good. I'm very appreciative of you calling in.
Oh, man, thank you, man.
No problem.
Yeah, man. I'm happy you answered me today.
Yeah, you too, champ. You too, you're the man.
Thank you. So, how did you feel about the fights this weekend?
Oh, man, it was great, man. It was great. It was such a amazing thing to witness Mike Tyson return after 15 years and going to the ring. It was amazing, champ. I'm still smiling that it happened. I'm just happy that I got to witness.
I wanted to see the battle of the Brownsville Beasts. I wanted to see you and Tyson in there. You think that might be set up in the future?
We're hoping on the champ. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be the biggest thing, pinnacle of my life. The only thing is now surviving it. If the fight can happen, I think it'll be a huge fight. Excuse me. I think it'll be a huge fight, and the world will love it because unlike Roy Jones, I'm a talker, so I'm gonna talk it up, and I'm a promote. I'm gonna really push to make it get 100, 200 million, pay-per-views.
Yeah, you're definitely the modern day Clubber Lang. So I know the fight will sell.
Champ,
Yeah, definitely.
Champ, people are asking your thoughts about Snoop Dogg launching the Fight Club.
I'm sorry, say that again?
So Snoop Dogg is launching his own, let's say it's called the Fight Club. Did you hear about that? Any reaction towards that?
I haven't heard about that. I'm curious to see how that's going. That'd be dope. I'm looking forward to it.
As you've seen the fight, let's get to the card. Obviously, everybody's talking about Jake Paul knocking out Nate Robinson. And, that's where social media has its good and its bad. What was your reaction when you saw the fight and the knockout?
I felt bad for Nate because Nate just started doing this, to get ready for a fight. Jake is obviously, better than him, and he wound up hitting him, and, luckily he's okay, and, we can move on. But it was hard to see, it was bad.
Definitely. I'm glad to hear that Nate's doing good and he's in good spirit. As far as the main event, I got to ask you, in your opinion, I know it was declared a draw. How did you see the fight?
Yeah, the draw was great, man. I thought it was great, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I thought it was great that it was a draw. They both went, 8 rounds. It was great, man. It was just a honor. It was great to see.
Champ, it's fight week. We got Errol Spence and Danny Garcia this Saturday. What are your thoughts on that? one?
Ooh, that's crazy. That's what we're talking about, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's gonna be a big one, man. I think this might be fight of the year for sure.
Nice. That's what I think too. I think we're gonna see a bang come Saturday night. Yeah. Fox Sports, BBC pay-per-view.
I think they might start off, respecting each other, and then looking, not hurting, just to warm each other, feel each other out. But sooner or later, they're gonna start banging. I think that it's better for a shootout for a lot of reasons for Garcia, especially, we all know Spence was in an accident. I don't know, man. It's a tough fight, man. I don't know who's gonna win it, but it's gonna be a tough one. I like those guys a lot.
Hey, Champ, this is the Nose Hunter, the urban legend.
Say that again?
This is the Nose Hunter.
Ooh, the Nose Hunter. What up, Champ? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Seeing you through the years and you being a 2-time world champion, and we just talked about that, Jake Paul fight, and Jake Paul fighting, of course, a basketball player. I just want to know, you being one of the most ducked heavyweights, probably, how do you feel about the guys not really putting on, like, fighting guys at weight class? For you, for instance, like when you wanted to fight with Klitschko, and I felt like they didn't want to give it to you, even though he was there. How would you feel about those type of politics going on in boxing?
It's horrible, but at the same time, it's been happening for many years. Guys get ducked all the time, so I can't really, guys get ducked, and I got ducked for good reasons. Listen, man, when I was coming up, there was guys that you just kept your young fighters away from, and as I got older, there was just guys that it wasn't no money in fighting them. You didn't fight them, it wasn't worth it. So I think that it's nothing new, but in the modern era, I was ducked heavily, especially by Klitschko, David Hay, and a few other guys. But I was ducked heavily for Klitschko from early on. So it was, look, styles make fights. Some guys I wouldn't fight, and I guess some guys avoided me because I was dangerous, and I got, the crazy thing is I got more dangerous as I got older than when I was younger. When I was younger, I really just partied a lot, and I was flashy, but I was really more of a businessman, which I still am. I've always been an entrepreneur, and I use boxing platform, but I just happened to be good at it. It saved my life, to be honest with you. I was homeless as a teenager, and then I got into boxing, and it definitely got me off the street. But I got avoided, but it's all good. I think now Mike Tyson coming back, it opened up a lot of people to fighting. Even Jake Paul being in boxing is bringing a lot of attention to people who have never been in boxing. I've said that from the beginning. So when I trained Jake and I trained Logan Paul, I seen that this was a great thing for boxing. So to reach new kids, new audience. So I think that we are at a place that more people watching boxing than most recently, and it's gonna hopefully grow. But as far as me, I'm still here now with Mike Tyson being back, and if he want to do it and he want to show the world, just a nice show, a great exhibition. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I think it isn't really about me, or Mike killing each other. I think it's about just what happened with Roy. But I gotta be careful because this is Mike Tyson we talk about. He might get crazy, he might go crazy. If he go crazy, I might go crazy. And then you got two people going crazy in the ring, and that's what the people want. They really want to see, let's be honest, they want to see people going all out to the death, willing to die in this ring. That's what I really want to see. But it's best we don't go that way. It's best we just have a nice exhibition. But again, he might go crazy. So let's go, champ.
Competitive natures bleed
the
through.
Battle of Brownsville, and guys like you, Shannon, is motivate guys like me. I would love to fight Jake Paul. I saw him speaking about McGregor, and I'm like, wait, he said he's tall and he's got long reach. I said, well, we're both 6'1". I call myself the nose hunter for a reason, for being in different gyms. You definitely set that old school mentality of anybody fight anybody. You go and, knock the door. You've been knocking at the door for very long. I would love to see you and Mike Tyson, the Battle of Brownsville, and I'm going for the champ.
Ooh, let's go, champ. That's my boy. What's your name again?
My name is Desmond. I told you before, Team Warehouse Body Mechanics, the nose hunter. I know OG Kev.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked to you when I was at City Island with OG Kev. That was that dude.
Oh yeah, okay, my man. Let's go, John. How you been, brother?
I've been great, man. I've been real great, man. I got to talk to me and Zest always talk very great about you, man.
Hey, champ.
Man, because also, OG Kev was my man. You get me?
Nice, champ. I got a question for you about this last weekend. We had Joyce's performance, his stoppage against Dubois. Is Joyce a real threat to AJ and Tyson Fury?
Yes, he is. He I've been saying just another thing I've been saying for years. This guy is dangerous. I seen him when he was younger. I said this guy is strong. He's not regularly strong. He's super strong. And let me tell you something. In that fight with Joyce, he looked good. Let me tell you why he looked good. His defense. He was moving his head. I told him many times I've seen him, guys. I would see him, I say, hey, yo, you can fight, you super strong. The reason why I say he's super strong, because I seen him do a flip. And this time, I've never seen a human being that can control their core that strong. That means that this is not an average strength man. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I've been telling this for years. This man is not averagely strong. He's super strong. He's the next generation of strength. He could do a flip and jump around like that. That means he can control his body weight at that size. I told him 6'7".
Yeah, he's about 6'6".
Yeah,
right?
he's 6'7", 6'7".
6'7", yeah.
Huge. Control his body weight to do a flip like that. That's unbelievable. So he's gonna go a long way, but what he lacks is defense. He lacks defense. He's not fast. He's not fast, which is okay because his strength will make up for that. But his defense was poor. His defense is getting better. You see the Joyce. Now Joyce, Dubois, he's a textbook guy. He doesn't do nothing different. He just, he's like, you teach him how to box, jab, right hand, left hook.
He's too
He's not
upright.
a scrapper. He's not like Wilder. Wilder is a scrapper. He just throws shit and let whatever hit. He know he can hit, so he throw it.
I would have loved to see you fight Deontay Wilder.
The Briggs is a tank. I'm sorry?
I would have loved for you to fight Deontay Wilder too. Like, you would have him so off balance.
Yeah, I had him. I was in his head, and I feel like he was up twice.
You would have thrown that left hook up, get the left hook to the body.
But he's good. But listen, the boy textbook, but he can fight. He can fight though. Like this boy, Joyce, he's different. I'm telling you, he's strong, and now he learns his defense. If he gets his defense right, if he learns how to catch punches with his hand, slip his head like he's been doing now, and just using his jerky movement, man, he gonna go a long way. I'm telling you, he's difficult. Now, he's gonna be difficult. But again, Tyson Fury, he's big. How many times a year he gonna fight? So that's what we gotta see. We gotta see. And now I know COVID happened. We're gonna see how active these fighters are. That's what's real important right now, I think. And that's what I'm doing. I'm coming out with a boxing promotion company. Let's Go Champ Promotion. We're gonna be active. We're gonna be doing 3-4 shows a month, every month, keeping the fighters going.
Dope.
Nice. Fight fans, you hear that? Look out for Let's Go Champ Promotions. They're gonna be bringing big fights soon. Champ, in your career, what would you say is your most memorable fight?
My last fight in England was memorable because it was the last one. I can remember that one. No, I had some good ones, man. I had some interesting nights, man. Fighting George Foreman. I was 25 years old. My mom had just died. I was going through that. That was a big night for me. I've had some, fighting Lewis, although I didn't win. It was just a big night for me because I went into the fight with a broken hand. And I heard he's coming back too, so.
Lomachenko, is he getting the credibility that he deserves, or you think there's still more to come and more to prove?
No, he did his thing. I've been knowing Bono since he was a little kid, 8 years old. He grew up with my son. He grew up coming to my house, and I watched him from the beginning of his boxing career to now, to where he is now. Gordo can fight. You know what I'm saying? He's impressive. He's gotten even better than he was, as you should. But he turned pro. I guess being in Vegas, being around boxing, I don't know. I think he moved to. He's a beast, man. I'm impressed with him and what he's doing. And he became a champion by knocking off on this guy. So with that being said, man, I'm looking forward to his future, man. Let's see what happens next now. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's see these guys fight big fights and keep making it.
Champ, do you still consider Canelo Alvarez the face of boxing as many think?
Face of boxing. Yeah, I guess if you want to tell him that. But I think that division right now with Crawford and those guys, Errol Spence, you got Javante Davis, you got Sophia, you got all these good guys. I like that. I like that with that small weight. What's that? Welterweight or super welterweight? I don't know what it's.
Right.
So we still got this, the Fury Wilder rematch up in the air. But when that goes down, who do you got on that one?
I don't know, man. I like the way Fury handled his business last time. I think Wilder needs to get back active. What he had wrong for himself is the fact that he was active. You know what I'm saying? He was active. He was an active guy. And he was an active champion, although he was he has the defense, he has the power, and a guy like that, the power is lasting to go, but he's a different frame built guy. I think we don't know what that frame is gonna give out on him. We don't know. We don't know. A lot to tell. A lot to be said about Wilder, man. Wilder's an impressive kid, man. Yeah, impressive man because he was able to, climb the charts fast, knocking everybody out, And although I got at him and I said things, I just be messing around with him. Honestly, I'm impressed with what he did. But, I wanted to fight him, and I still will fight him if they give me a shot. But I'm not really looking for a shot like that because I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, I was chasing a shot to, financially feed my family. But, it wasn't working, and I had to look for other alternatives and ways. So as a businessman, entrepreneur, I went back to that hat on. I put my entrepreneur hat on. And here I am today. I'm doing okay. I'm still getting in shape with Mike Tyson or somebody wants to have an exhibition. I'm for that. But as far as hard fights and all that, I'm not really. I'm kind of past those days because although I'm willing, I don't think that again that if I got in tip-top shape, that they give me a shot. I think that they find a way to avoid me.
You know who I would like to love to see you fight, and I think it could possibly happen. Hopefully, if the promoters, act right. I would love to see you fight Luis Ortiz. At heavyweight.
Yeah,
I would love to see you fight King Kong.
But again, why do I get in shape for something like that? For what? To make what? To make a couple dollars? Nah, it's not working for me. First of all, I'm not going to do it because I'm not in that same position as I was as a kid, or let alone as even young years ago when I was financially in need for boxing. They avoided me. So now I had to put myself through a lot of pain and training to do it. So for me now at 40, tomorrow's my birthday, by the way. I'll be 49.
Happy
birthday, champ.
Thank you, brothers. For me, to train that hard and do all that, I have to see a fact that I'm getting a guaranteed big fight. And do I need a big fight right now? Not really. I'm financially well off. I made more money in the last few years than I've ever made in boxing my whole entire career.
Wow.
So, yeah, I can't see myself. I'm doing it now because Mike Tyson's back, and I might just want to continue. Now, listen, let me just say this. Let me back up. I apologize. I truly apologize. Let me say this again. I do plan on fighting this over Mike Tyson. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to fight a pot every month. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a pot every month.
We're not mad at you. Joe Louis did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a pot a month, and I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to keep training for a year. After a year, I'm going to get 12 pies. Then I'm going for the title against Josh or anybody. I'll be 50 years old next year. I'm 49 tomorrow. I'll be 50,000. I'll be 49,000 tomorrow, and 50,000 in a year.
Okay.
So by the time I turn 50,000, I will have knocked out hopefully 10 to 12 pies. By 2022, I should be in enough condition to say, "Yo, I'm ready to pull the trigger. I'm ready to pull the trigger and go for a title." I'm saying this first time here on your show,
okay.
Melo.
Yeah.
On your show, I'm telling you right now, this is how it's going down. I'm going to get myself ready. I'm going to knock off a power bunt, and then after I knock off all the shots, I'm going to see if where I want to go, if I want to go for a title shot.
All right, we're going to be there front row seats every fight. Every fight.
When you fought George Foreman, people don't understand, it's a different, in your experience as a two-time world champion, it's different being in front of a guy like George Foreman. People just see George Foreman, he's not that quick and everything, but that power is different.
Yeah. George Foreman is still a beast when he came back.
I understand that.
Champ, so I know COVID slowed down boxing a lot this year, and now it's been picking up, this month, last month. We got a lot of big fights coming up. Is there any dream matchup for 2021 that you see or you would want to see set up for 2021?
I'd love to see. The fight I really want to see is happening this weekend. To be honest with you, I was Spence getting up here.
Nice.
I love
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely good for boxing, this fight.
Yeah, I love to see, to be honest with you, will be a big fight for boxers, and they're not gonna let happen is Davis and Gordo, Telefino. That's a big fight.
Yeah, definitely. That's and that fight can end in a knockout either way.
Yeah, that's a big fight. That's a big fight. That's a big. That's your. Honestly, it's weird to say, but it's kind of like your Duran versus Aaron Pryor.
I agree. Definitely I agree. But I'm gonna always go
A
for
young
Brooklyn.
Duran, a very young Duran against Aaron Pryor. That's my fight. That's how I see that fight.
I do agree with that because like I said, I'm always going to be for Brooklyn because I'm from Queens, so I'm always for New York City. So I'm going with Lopez, even though I'm a Javante fan as well.
That fight would be sparks. Man, crazy power, athleticism on both sides.
It's a pit bull fight.
Definitely.
Champ, did you happen to catch last weekend's fight with Jacobs and Rosado?
Yeah.
What did you think about that controversial call at the end?
I mean, was it a draw or they gave it to Jacobs?
They gave it to Jacobs, but the ring announcer kind of said from Philly,
Yeah,
so there was a mix-up.
Brooklyn, and then so Rosado thought he won, but he didn't. He lost the split decision.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but I know they gave it a draw.
Draw, okay, that's fair. A lot of people thought.
I wouldn't be mad with a draw.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at a draw. A lot of people thought Rosado pulled it off, but I guess we'll
I called it a draw.
call it a draw. That's pretty fair to say.
They didn't throw enough punches. They did not throw enough punches for it to really be, clear who won.
Yeah, they both suck. That's why I called it a draw.
Wow.
Oh man.
Champ,
And I love both of them guys. I did, but they styles make fights. I love both of those kids. Seriously, but styles make fights. So they style don't match for a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Jacobs is better at trying to put pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? And this kid is better when he can come and go to war and put pressure on you. So it was weird. I've been in fights like that. Sometimes I hated fighting because I always took myself as first as a boxer, and I can learn. I learned how to go forward, but I was always first a boxer. So there was guys that I boxed coming up that spanked me because they was boxers, and I had got away from boxing and was more working on my aggressive style. When I was training with Teddy Atlas, he had me more consider Tyson style. A custom model style, and then before that I was on a boxing mood. I thought I was Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? So the style mixtures was good because I learned how to box, and I learned how to box naturally, and then I learned to how to be flat-footed. But I think the best. I consider myself a boxer puncher. So
I also like what you said.
Styles make fights, so that fight to me. Those styles didn't match up, and that's why I would have won. I thought it was a draw at least.
And Champ, you represent very well in kickboxing as a boxer because that knockout is still epic with that leg kick. I knocked the dude out with a check hook in the gym, and I was like, wow, Briggs did that, knocked the dude straight out.
Yeah, that was a nice. They kicked the shit out of me.
Briggs, you still selling the merchandise, right? I know I got my Let's Go Champ hoodie. I know you got the hats. I saw you was coming out with sneakers soon too. So how's that going for you right now?
It's going really good, man. Thank you, man. You can check out my website, order merch at shannonbriggs.com. And it's going well. Also have a clinic called Alpha DNA. You can join the website, which is joinalphadna.com. There's JOIN, Alpha, ALPHA, DNA. All together, joinalphadna.com, and check out my online pharmacy and health club. And I got a clinic as well, open up in 3 weeks. So, I'm a serial entrepreneur, man. I'm always hustling and working and trying to do things to secure and provide for my future.
Definitely. Champ, we want to thank you for calling in. We appreciate it, dropping your knowledge on us. And anytime, feel free to call back. Let's go, Champ. And
So, Champ, thank you for having
Champ, let everybody know where they can follow you at. If you do not follow the Champ, you are missing out. This guy posts the funniest things. He's always posting material. He's always going live.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to follow the champ. Tell
for
him
the
where to
people.
follow you at.
Oh man, thank you, Champ. You're the best. You can follow me at Shannon _Briggs BRIGGS. Shannon _Briggs on Instagram. You can catch me on Facebook at Shannon Briggs, and also on Twitter as The Shannon Briggs, I believe it is. And I'm on TikTok now as well. But my
Oh
TikTok
man,
is-
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Thanks again, champ. Thanks again for calling in.
Thank you guys for having me. Have a great evening, man. Let's go, Champ.
Let's go, champ.
There you have it. Take care. Want to thank the champ, Shannon Briggs, for calling in. Everybody, wish him a happy birthday tomorrow as he turns young 49. And check out his merchandise, you know? Melo?
I got a Let's Go Champ hoodie. I got a Scully. I got
Nice.
my merchandise.
Right, so we got to support him. And he looks forward to this Saturday's fight. The big pay-per-view, Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. But let me break down the undercard. In the co-main event, we have Sebastian Fundora versus Habib Ahmad, 12 rounds for a WBC junior middleweight eliminator, guys. So I actually look forward to seeing this and what's next for these guys. So hopefully, I'm leaning a little towards Sebastian to pull it off. But there's another fight that it's under the radar. I'm looking forward to seeing the return of Josito Lopez.
Josito Lopez, yeah.
Yes, and he's fighting Francisco Santana, 10 rounds in the welterweight showdown. So I look forward to seeing Josito. Ever since he's been training with Robert Garcia, I've seen a different fighter, a different person. He just seems more like re-energized, Melo.
I like Robert Garcia as a trainer. I like that stable they have over there. They got good fighters. Robert Garcia was a good fighter. He's very, he got good technique and everything. So, I hope that duo goes well, that team goes well for him.
Right. And since he's been with Robert Garcia, his only defeat was against Keith One-Time Thurman, which he definitely had his moment.
You can't take that away from him. That guy, Keith, before he got the injuries, was on top.
He was that guy at 147.
Was that guy one time.
Right. So I look forward to that card. Also on that card fighting is Fernando Garcia versus Juan Tapia in an 8-round featherweight battle. Also, Frank Martin versus Tyrone Lucky in an 8-round lightweight title. So that concludes the card for Fox Sports PBC, Errol Spence, The Truth versus Danny Garcia, Swift. And guys, I got to ask before we go, who you guys leaning towards come fight night?
The Puerto Rican in me wants to say Danny Garcia. Errol Spence is strong. He could walk him down, but Danny likes to be in the dogfight, and nobody's knocked Danny out. He got a chin, so Errol Spence got his, he got a lot of work to do that night if he wants to get that win.
So you're leaning towards Errol?
I'm leaning towards Danny.
Danny, okay. Puerto Rico standing up. Nose Hunter, who do you got?
I'm going for Texas. I got it going for 115-113 Errol Spence.
Close fight.
UD. I say it's going to be a UD. It's not going to be it's going to be exciting, but nobody's going to get knocked out. Spence is going to inch out. He's going to do the small things a little bit more. He's going to move his legs more.
Okay. I see this fight going Errol Spence's way. But if Danny's victorious, it's by knockout.
Agreed.
So I see it 116-112 Errol Spence.
Yes.
But if Danny Garcia wins, it'll be a 5th round knockout.
Agreed.
5th round knockout.
That's my number.
It can happen.
It could happen. I think Danny has the power to do it. And if Danny wins this fight, he's back on the map as far as being the elite at 147. And people got to give him his credit that, you know what? Errol says he's fine from his accident. Let's give him his props. Agreed. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude another episode of Bars and Hoops Radio presents AB Boxing News Podcast Show, I want to thank, of course, the champ, Shannon Briggs, for calling in, dropping his knowledge, giving us his thoughts about this weekend's fight and last weekend's fight with Joyce and Errol Spence, Danny Garcia showdown. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in, Bars and Hoops Radio, for having us. And Melo, before we let you go, last words?
I'm just excited for Saturday. This is going to be the fans win this fight no matter what.
Agreed. The fans definitely win this fight. Stay tuned. Boxing's back. It never left.
There it is. Stay tuned. Final words from me. The welterweight showdown of the year this Saturday. Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Spence versus Garcia. We'll catch you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.